Well, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you for joining us. We're excited you're here. If you have any questions while we're running through this, make sure you just type them in. We have so many people on, we can't have open line or be a cacophony. And what we're going to do today is just cover a couple of updates coming into the end of the year with Talk Accounting and bringing in clients. Matter of fact, let's start with that. We are still working on ways to bring you clients at some level, whether they're $87 a year and they're doing a couple thousand a month. You're just going to do their tax return up to the full service, which of course is where we really want to be at $695, $1,500 a month to take over the bookkeeping. I will tell you that today we do have some good news. It's nothing I can pass through and let you start doing, but we have been working with a telemarketing firm that is making calls, and they're using our script from the video clip. Now, you don't know this, but we are working with a video production company right now to create a TV quality 90-second infomercial about Talk, and the script is now done. They're selecting actors, etc., and we should have that by the end of the year in the can so you can post right on your website. But we used that script to build a telemarketing script. We hired another company out of California. Yesterday they talked to, they actually did their first test dialing. They dialed 22 businesses, and they actually got leads from 2. Now, here's what's really interesting. Out of the 22 that they dialed, they only actually talked to the owner at 10 of them. So 10 owners, and 2 of them said, yeah, I'd like to talk to you about that kind of bookkeeping. So that's pretty exciting. We don't know if that's going to hold up. We don't know if they just gave us their resident queen of telemarketing, and she's the only one that can get those kind of results. We just don't know yet. We won't know for a few more weeks, and we won't know until we actually do some shows and pitch these people live to see if we can get them converted. But that's the most successful thing we've done so far. I just thought I'd let you know. Okay, now next item. The Talk app is in the Apple and Android store. You should download the updates as you can, and I would even recommend that you go get a mileage dongle for your car, and you can order it directly from Automatic, and it will cost $79, $129 for their super advanced pro version. It won't make any difference with Talk which version you're on, but it's automatic.com. And get this dongle and stick it in your car, and then talk to your support people, Oz and Caitlin, because they can walk you through the setup. But you'll see this start working, and it'll be one of the most fascinating things you can show to your clients when you see them over tax season. So you can get it straight from Automated, or you can even go on to Amazon and buy it direct. Although it costs an extra $20 for some reason at Amazon. However, they have free freight, and sometimes it's just easier to pay a little bit more and go with Amazon, I think. And I got a question. Can I get a recording of this along with the slides? You know, I will send out a recording. I have not been sending out slides, but the last couple of weeks we've had failures on our recordings, and we discovered yesterday it was a problem with an automatic upgrade that happened on Windows 10 on the PC I'm sitting at, and we couldn't figure it out. But a couple of hours yesterday of dinking around with it. Don't you love that? My computer works totally, so they upgraded to make it better. Then it doesn't work at all. Every one of us have had that. So this I will send out the recording, the video of what we're doing. And I may send out the slides, Bill. I don't know. Let me see what if Caitlin can do that too. Okay, now, the automatic bank downloads. We started this. Great idea. Perfect service. And we started with a company called Salt Edge. And then Salt Edge did something to piss Bank of America and Wells Fargo off. And so Wells Fargo and Bank of America said every business account is going to have to pay $15 a month to be on the Salt Edge system. Well, of course, that's not going to make it very popular. And if the client has to pay the bank 15 bucks just to download their stuff to the phone, they're probably going to bail out. So that put us in a situation where we had to go to Finicity. Now, Finicity is the exact same company that IntuitSmint.com uses to drag bank data, and Intuit Online, QuickBooks Online uses the same thing too, to drag bank data. So they're a little bit more extensive, they're a little bit more expensive, and so we are moving over to Salt Edge's competitor. And I just signed the contracts this morning. We've been in test drive mode for the last 2 weeks. And my guys tell me that we should have this done Wednesday or Thursday or Friday of next week. So that means there'll be a download for an update on the software. But I will tell you this, it works a lot better than Salt Edge. And so I'm actually kind of excited that we've switched over. So I just wanted you to know that the bank downloading is going to be a little bit random for the next 7 days, and after that it should clear out to be just as smooth as a pie. Okay, now next item. We had planned on doing a little 2-day sales and marketing training over in Las Vegas. I know the girls have already sent you a message and told you I'm not going to make it. And here's the reason why. Because I didn't want to do this training while we were in flux on downloading bank information right to the phone. And to download the bank information to the phone is one of the big advantages of Tock, so that you have a 99.9% reconciliation match, so that all the random events happen over the course of the month, whether it's a debit card or a handwritten check, or I used my credit card at a place I've never been before, and Intuit can't recognize, or QuickBooks can't recognize what all that's about. That's one of the big gaps that Tock is going to fill in to get bookkeeping down to a couple of minutes a day. So if we go out and do the sales training right now, and we've got to switch the software the following week, that would be foolish. So what I asked them to do was, let's just go closer. So we're going to break this 2 days up into 1 day, and we're going to actually bring it to a city near you. Now, there are 7 cities on here. These are the only 7 places. Actually, we haven't even been to Los Angeles at all yet. So we've been to 6 places since we started Tock, and we'll probably just go right back to those 6 places and do the 1 day. So if you are in the Northeast, we're going to be over in Philadelphia. It'll be there in January, but by then we'll have Finicity locked down. The mileage tracking is already locked down. The data entry process is locked down. I mean, this thing is really working. So we're going to come out there, because even though it's really working, we're still not getting enough transactions. Remember, I've got to get you to the point by the end of next year where you're sending in 10,000 transactions a month, so that you're billing 30,000 a month minimum, and so that you're paying me $1,000 a month minimum. So what I want to do when I come out here, and we'll be sending additional updates on this, but this is kind of interesting. I'd like to actually bring some of your clients in for breakfast. So let's say I come to Philadelphia. If you're within 20, 50 miles, we'll give you some letters, send the client. They may ride down with you, but I wish I hadn't have said that, because I don't want them to ride down with you. I want them to come over and sit in the room for just 90 minutes, and then I want them to get out. But in those 90 minutes, we'll show them how to use the Fujitsu scanner, which Fujitsu promises us the programming will be done by Christmas Day. And what that means is it's one touch. I can throw everything on the scanner. It's just one touch button on their current Fujitsu right into the Tock workflow. That'll save the client a lot of time and effort on getting the work done. And so we're going to train them on that. We're going to install dongles in their cars. I'll bring them with me, and we'll show them how to use the Finicity, and we'll show them how to find stuff on paperless system with Talk. And we'll do that in the first 90 minutes. And just bring a couple clients, because the other people I want you to bring to this is your staff. We've got to get staff buy-in. We did this document management for over a decade with Paperless Overnight, and every time we had an accounting firm drop off, I would say 8 out of 10 times we had somebody drop off, it was because they went back to the office and said, here's a really cool new way to do things, and the office said, we're not changing a thing. We're going to keep doing it the way we've always done it. And that's just been constant frustration for the accountants. So I think if we brought in all of your staff or 2 or 3 of your key people in the back office, and they could sit with us, especially if the first 90 minutes are watching business owners enthusiastically grab this phone and grab that mileage tracking and grab that idea of one button scanning, then your staff is going to say, we better do this because it's obvious our clients actually like it. And so when we schedule these 1 days, that's the idea. Bring in 2 to 10 clients. I'll buy them breakfast, and then bring in 2 to all of your staff, and I'll feed them lunch. Whether you're there or not is going to be inconsequential. Come in for a little bit, but then get out. There's no reason for you to hang around all day. And because my team, Travis and Caitlin and Oz, are going to be doing all the training. And we're doing all this right now because when you see these clients over the next 14 weeks, this is going to be the best time ever to whip out that phone and say, look how I track mileage. Look what happens when I used my credit card. Now, we said this last year with AutoKept, but the problem with AutoKept was that the client had to voluntarily stop, turn on the phone, take a picture, and record the transaction. Since then, by switching over to Talk, we take the voluntary part out. So if a client runs a credit card at 2:30 in the afternoon, at 5 p.m., they're going to get a text message, and it says, you just spent $5.45 at Starbucks. Was that for food or drink? And then we would we prompt them by asking them questions with the phone so that we get answers, and they don't need to take a picture of the receipt anymore. If it's under $75, we don't need a picture. So the system generates an electronic version, and that goes right into workflow. So we want to absolutely have everybody trained up and rocking and rolling, because when customers come in, let's lock them down on this. And once they see this, it's going to be a really easy step to say, why don't you just let us do all your books so that you don't have to mess with this anymore. Of course, some are going to want to keep doing their books, but at least it'll be organized when they come in next year. And are you going to have the classes before tax season? Yeah, we'll be totally done by January 21st. Because after January 30th, my team is going 100% into small business marketing. And we're going to focus everything we do, and we're probably going to focus in these cities where we've been working or going to work on bringing in business clients. At Bridge 21, we brought in 20, 25 business clients every month to every accountant in the group that did QuickBooks training, and they all had very good success. I mean, that was 15 years ago, and I still have accountants tell me that they have clients from those days still. And so we want to put that whole process back into action, but there's a lot of testing involved. And I've told you this all along. We've got to get the guy in. We've got to figure out what the hot buttons are. We've got to figure out how to get the appointment made. Do we collect a little money now? Do we just send him to you as a phone call? What are we going to have to do to actually nail this guy? And we'll figure it out because we've figured it out before. So that's where our team's going to work. It's been that long, Jeff? Oh my goodness. Jeff just reminded me how old I am, and now I hate him. So Okay, that's all I wanted to talk about today. And if you have any questions, make sure you call Caitlin or Oz, and they will follow up. And they're going to come out and do this training. I may come along. I haven't decided yet, especially do that first hour. But I'm doing sales pitches to business owners right now in Arizona and Southern California. So we're getting started on this, but we're going to go full time on it January 30th and just focus 100% energy on getting a business owner in the room. All right, thanks everyone. Send me an email if you have questions or call Caitlin or Naz, and I will talk to you next week. Bye now.